Yes, indeed, it is a Woman Wednesday now. That's for sure. When David Limbaugh's in town, we got to fit him in even on a Woman Wednesday because that's a big guest, and you got to read his book, Guilty by Reason of Insanity, because it's really what's happening to our country. You're watching Liquid Lunch on Newsmax TV. I'm John Tobacco. We are at the downtown outpost of Newsmax TV in the Question Tequila Studios. The Dow Jones, as we speak, is down about 30 points. Nothing crazy going on there. Bitcoin down 300 at 9,100. I told you I added to my position at around 8,000. We're in good shape here, but under 9,000, there could be a trapdoor all the way back down. So stay alert, stay nimble. You should be in good hands. And if you're investing in Bitcoin, do not take any financial advice from me. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't even play one on TV. And often I'm having a question on tequila, so invest for yourself. Don't do what I do. What we do every Wednesday here is we bring on the top leaders in the women community, in business, in philanthropy, in politics, you name it. Women are more and more the thought leaders, and we highlight that on Wednesday today. Karen Ross joins us. She is with Sharp Principles, a consulting firm that educates veterans and gives them vocational and educational training to get them back into the workforce, part of a team focusing on technology and other places. And Karen, thank you for joining us today on Woman Wednesday.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So tell us a little bit more about, I know Sharp Decisions is the company, but you have this VETS program.
We do.
Tell us what you guys are doing for vets.
2013, we started a veterans program for vocation, education, and training of service members. What was most important at that time was we looked at the unemployment rate amongst veterans, and it was ridiculous. They were coming back. These are the people that served our country, that gave up their lives to protect our freedoms, and we realized that they were being underserved. We then took a squad of people. We decided that we would take it upon ourselves, didn't touch their GI Bill. We hired 17, 18 vets to give them a boot camp into the technology world, which is always growing and changing. The technology world for them was we entered into the quality assurance world. We put a boot camp of 17 people together. We trained them, paid them, and trained them for 3 weeks. And then we looked, because we're out of New York, and New York, of course, is this fabulous city that wants to get squads of talent, and we went to deploy them to our clients. Many of our clients were not quite interested in this, as we say. We hired them in March, but my word is my word. I gave them my word that I would hire them and I would deploy them, and they would be my employees until they were deployed to our clients as consultants.
Amazing.
Well,
amazing. This is amazing.
We then deployed the first squad, and it was amazing. The clients never looked back. They said, oh my goodness, they are committed, mission-driven, teamwork. That is the key, teamwork. There is nothing more wonderful than going to work and knowing that it's about us, not about me.
So these are all veterans. So you get some funding from like the VA for education, government funding. So this is completely private enterprise.
Correct.
That came in. And then what's the good? We need you to be in business for a long time to keep
here's what
educating.
happened.
How does Sharp Decisions make sure that they have enough money to keep the lights on to keep educating vets?
Call to action. The clients have to be willing to take risks. Here's the problem right now. So now we've got the unemployment rate so low, and the veteran unemployment rate is at 3.8% as well. But the problem is that now we have veteran underemployment. So what you're getting when a veteran is transitioning, and there was over 200,000 transitioning every year, is you're getting people that have skill and maturity, and they're trying to get into the civilian workforce. Regardless of how we train them, there is not equity when you're going to a procurement or an HR person, and they're looking at 5 years or 20 years in the military versus 6 months or nothing within the veteran community. It's a huge problem. My goal is to upskill them and deploy them. We have trained since 2013 over 400 veterans. I made a promise that I would put 20 to 25% of my staff would be veterans.
Did you ever serve in any
I did not.
military?
I did not.
Because I'm scared of you.
That's what my team said.
I feel like you're like a drill sergeant.
That's what they say as well. But
Wow.
for me, it is a passion. My children didn't serve. Somebody lost their lives, and it's protecting our freedom. And now in the cyber world, who better to protect you?
Karen, let me ask you this. You know, we hear so much in the news, not enough, quite frankly, about the issue of veteran suicide or about issues very, very prevalent of things like PTSD,
Yes.
or just in general, maybe not something with a formal title, but veterans having a difficult time reacclimating back into civilian life. The veterans that you've placed in different jobs, whether it's Starbucks or any of the other, the Major League Baseball or any of the other great companies that you've placed veterans with, how has it worked out for those companies?
The difference for us is, and I'll tell you, that's a great question.
Can we check these references?
Sure. It is a great question, because what happens is when we train a team, they're my employees and I deploy them in squads. So they are not deployed individually. So I can't put one in a credit facility, another in the community bank. We put them into as a group, as a team, as they were put into theater or
So this is almost like a pack of mercenaries. You're bringing in like the A team.
Well, I'm
you got a
bringing-
project. Are they hired as employees, or
Employees.
they're your employees and they're contracted to the business as a group?
And they come
it's
back
a
to
mission
the-
critical.
it
It's a
is-
mission critical event. Here's the deal: 9 months. We need to verify this. We need to assess that. We need to make recommendations. We need to implement, execute, and then we're out.
And what's the nice part is after a certain period of time, the clients will say, Karen, these are just marvelous.
Can we
We
keep
have to
them? Yeah,
hire
come
them.
on. Can we keep them?
Yeah, when you want to hire them directly. And you know what? That's the biggest compliment.
So if an employer or potential employer is watching this and they want to reach out to you to see about maybe getting some veterans to work in their office, what's the best way for them to do that?
It's either vets@sharpdecisions.com or 866-357-9VET, V-E-T.
9VET. I'm writing it down.
Good, thank
I'm going to
you.
ask Lamont, who makes all our graphics and everything, to make one on a graphic. So then even when you're not
Perfect.
here, we'll tell the audience that there's another way you could help vets by calling you.
But
If they call you and they need 7 people, then you'll hire 7 more vets, and we're making a difference.
We're making a difference as a talent shortage. We need to protect and train our own.
The program is called Vocation, Education, and Training for Service Members. It goes under the name VETS.
Correct.
And I want to tell you something. She gave me a special gift that she brought down. I don't know. Did
Oh,
Frank
boy.
get one?
Challenge coin.
Did
No, but
Frank
I'm
get
happy
one?
to give
boy.
him one.
Okay, so this is the
Challenge
this is
coin.
the Vocation, Education, and Training Challenge coin. You get that, Kyle? See that? It's a nice little coin. It says VETS on it. Code on my house, because I always lose my key. I'm going to try to accept the challenge, but I cannot guarantee anything.
I'll see you in 2 weeks. We'll see if you have it.
Very good. Fair enough. If I leave it here, then I'm safe. But I
Now
know you
you'll
want me
finish
to
the
carry
alcohol,
it
you'll
with
be
you.
done
With you. You got to get Frankie one because he'll send you a picture of it a decade from
No,
now
I have
and
a
say,
challenge
hey, I
coin
still have
collection.
it.
Many people do. Many
Exactly.
people do. It represents
Now,
us
if you
well.
were in the service, what was your business prior to going into?
I've been in technology and advisory for a long time. When I've decided that I need to make a difference. It is good business for me and the company. It is good business for the client, and it is a wonderful opportunity for the veteran.
That is as well said as I've ever heard it be said. It's a wonderful opportunity to have you on our show.
Thank you very much.
Karen.
Thank you very much.
You keep us posted. You let us know what's happening. We're going to flash the number as soon as we can so that we remind people. We've had Scott Lebedo on. He does a lot of exhibitions for veteran suicide.
Perfect.
So if there's any things we can do together to support vets, we're here for you.
Thank you very much.
Here for you we will be right after this when we get into something I've missed so dearly, the Frankly Speaking, when Frank goes on some crazy rant. And that's my first chance to have a sip of a cold cocktail. So we're going to come back and we're going to talk about Halloween and how spectacular it is in Frankie's Frankly Speaking. Liquid Lunch back at you right after.